Hello, tubers and tubettes, and I won't forget Facebookies. This is Mackie Man again. Today is my day off, but I got a call. One of my friends, he's in a wheelchair, but his wife sprained her arm, so there's no chance of them making a meal unless they're buying it. So I decided to go shopping a little bit and grab some simple stuff that would help with a nice recipe that I'm about to do. I pretty much, I mean, the chicken is 3 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken. I only paid $11.36 for at Walmart. I mean, the noodles, which is also called Rotini noodles. Don't get them mixed up with any other noodles, like fusilli noodles or anything, because they're larger noodles. So that'll be these right here, little small babies right there. I mean, the cost of the noodles and every other ingredient, like the broccoli and stuff, seasonings and all that, I got it all, believe it or not, for $16. So a $16 meal can feed 4 people. But anybody who is actually really hungry, let's break it down to 2 servings instead. But yes, $16 to make this. Imagine making 20 at that price, and that's a pretty good deal. But let's get started, and let me tell you what I'm doing here. I did a lot of prepping ahead of time, so that way the video won't be so long. Okay, right now what I got is I got my boneless, skinless breasts, and you can see the marks in them. That's because it tenderizes and puts flavor into the chicken, but also the reason for it is we're gonna fry this on a pan. And believe it or not, it only takes 2 to 3 minutes on each side to cook this. And you can see it's filleted style. I cut them in half. The only difference about trying to do a fillet on them, because you get one end thicker and one end lower. Well, it's a hard process. You live and learn about it, but once you get it down pat, you'll notice it's easy to do. But I cut them in squares around so the flavor can sink inside. But also always remember to dry out your chicken very well with paper towels. You want to keep it dry at all times. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be deep frying these, but not with a deep fryer, with just a frying pan. So what goes on the chicken, obviously we're going to have 2 eggs that were room temperature at 72 degrees. We're using 2 cups of flour to dip it in. My seasonings are actually, I love using anything to do with Malaysian salt or just regular sea salt. But I also added roasted garlic, and it's all in here and not on the meat. Here is 4 ounces of Parmesan garlic. That's going to get rubbed into the meat before it gets dipped into all this. Brings out the flavor and taste like crazy. Side dish is going to be this. Right now I got about 3 cups of broccoli. Treat broccoli like a dente style. Don't overcook it. Turns gray. It's gross. Has no flavor. You want to keep it nice and green because you want that texture, a little bit of crunch to it. But here's the secret. Everybody loves Cheez Whiz. So this is going to go on this for the plate to help it out. And again, I'm going right down to the rotinis. Okay, that's 2.5 cups of rotini. So it's enough there to feed 4 people. And of course my homemade powdered sauce, which has got Parmesan grated cheese and other seasonings. And that's going to go in here. So if you want this recipe, just respond back. I'll show you how to make a dried version of macaroni and cheese and all that stuff. But this is the real deal here, not the box of macaroni crap. And then of course I'm using this pot here. This already has 2 tablespoons of butter in it, a cup of milk, and 3 cups of water. And that's going to cook the rotini. The rotini is the same way as almost anything that you get. You put it in, you let it boil. Once it boils, you let it settle down. And again, it's about 7 minutes. So it's very easy process. prepping takes longer, but the cooking time is under 15 minutes to make everything. Especially cheating and getting this meat to cook faster, but with tenderness to it. And of course, I have oil in my frying pan. I will be firing that up soon, so I can just show you how it's working and how fast it works itself. But okay, I'm gonna get started on prepping the meat and getting that ready, and I'll be right back. Well, I'm back, folks. I'm doing a quick to show you. I made a phone call, and she said to add more of the seasonings of roasted garlic and herbs. She loves it. So I said, you know what? That's great. So what I did is I based both sides with the garlic sauce, Parmesan and garlic sauce on both sides of the chicken. But I'm only seasoning one side of the chicken here. She loves roasted garlic and herb. So I'm actually doing a little extra on the meat there. In the meantime, I got my noodles going. It's boiling now. So we're going to drop that down all the way down to low. That's what you want to do. You don't want to overcook the noodles. You want everything to bind together. It's not going to be soup. So while that's happening, so there's a little an order when it comes to cooking. You have to look for the longest thing that has to be cooked first. Then you have to use your math and figure out you can get all this food done at the same time. So this is a simple recipe. It works very well. Like I said, cheating, you know, getting it all taken care of with slices in it and getting into the flavors and all this, made it really thin, doing filet style. This will only take 2 or 3 minutes in a frying pan of oil. Believe it or not, it's awesome, especially when having it floured based. So it just holds in the moisture. The longest thing, obviously, is the noodles. So once I know the noodles are completely done, I'm going to add the combination of getting the chicken fried, and then I'm going to slowly steam my broccoli. And guess what happens? Everything's done at once. Gets on a plate, very hot, and then we're all set. We'll send it out. Because the fact that I do a lot of, I used to do a lot of things with my company, Foodylicious. So that's how she called, because she has my menus too. So I have like 300 of these containers with lids and all that. Of course, you know, insulation bags. So I do a lot of deliveries that way too. So, and I told her that, you know, I can do that way. And she said, oh, that'd be fine. So what I'll usually do is I'll put the chicken by itself with the broccoli, not by itself, with the broccoli. And then the noodles in one other container like this. And then I just go over and give it to them. So I'm going to finish up and wait for the noodles here to get done. Once it's done, I'll show you the next process, how things are working. Okay. Hey, I'm back. Just want to show you the final results on the chicken. Look at that baby. 2 to 3 minutes on each side, that is. But look the inside. Isn't that beautiful? And most of the time, you can see how, I don't know if you can see it, but if I can get it going, but you'll see juices fall out. So this is the final way of frying very quickly chicken. But also, I'm also going to add more of the wild garlic Parmesan sauce. That'll go on the top of that. So in the meantime, broccoli's already done. Noodles are already done. Chicken's all done. I'm going to make my final video of it being on a plate, because I made others earlier for myself. So I'll show you what it looks like setup wise. Hello YouTubers and Tubats and you Facebookies. This is my final thing that's been done with this meal. Hopefully you like the recipe, but you can see the final results. A little Cheez Whiz on that fine cooked broccoli, dark green, and it's a special way of doing that so you don't overcook it. The chicken came out so tender. It was unbelievable. Of course, cooks always get a taste of food. But if you were gonna go over here and cut this meat, watch my finger. There's not even no pressure. Just falls. Just falls. So awesome. Anyways, this is mine, and I'm gonna pack up the rest of the stuff for the family, for them. Cheese sauce and anything like that is gonna be in my little small cups for them, because I don't like to put it on there if they don't want it. But chances are they're gonna want it. But I do appreciate you watching this video. It is a smaller video, but right now my timer is only at 10:45. 10 minutes and 47 seconds. That's pretty good for making a meal that quick. And of course I pause between a minute. So give or take, I say under 15 minutes this can be done. Please leave your comments down below. I will come up with more recipes, and hopefully I can keep doing this for a while when I have time. But you know, again, any donations whatsoever. The reason why I'm doing these videos is because all the money donations is going to the habitat of Slab City. So if you want to send money to my PayPal business card or my Cash App, just message me or make a comment on the video down below, and I will send you the information for that. Again, $1 or $2, you know, it just keeps this going. Because like I said, it is my it's a lot of work to do, a lot of things, get it all prepped, and also it's buying the food myself, you know. So every little bit helps, but in the long run, that money goes to other people. And also, this recipe might help them, because every recipe I do, and it's basically for Slab City, it means that you don't have a stove because you're out in the desert. Well, some people do with the power of solar, but if you don't, everything I make on a recipe can be done on a grill. So that's why it's so important to do this. But anyways, I will let you all go. I'm going to try to enjoy my day, get the food ready and send it over there. Again, leave your comments down below. I appreciate it. Love you all. Have a good day.